Hey, Simone here. Good to see y'all. I was going to talk about something this week that gets me pretty fired up. And it's not going to be strategies. We're just going to talk about human psychology. And it's that piece that really keeps people stuck. So I've just been noticing more and more around that. And the other day I heard somebody talk about bring your own breakthrough. Because we talk a lot in my industry, we talk a lot about breakthroughs because if you want to change something, that's kind of what you need. So one of the things that I do is these calls with people to give back and also to connect with potential clients. So they're called breakthrough calls. And what I noticed, a lot of people show up on these calls that are called breakthrough calls, but they're not really interested in having a breakthrough. They don't really want to look at what the problem is, what's wrong here. And breakthroughs only really happen when you're ready to really look at the root of what's going on, when you're ready to actually explore the pain and really look at, what's going on underneath all the reasons, excuses, and, surface stuff that you think is causing this problem. So I can really only help if we can get clear on the problem. And then there's this other type of people, they show up and they want to talk about it. They want to talk about it for all day long, but they don't really want to do anything about it. So that's another issue. It's like breakthroughs only happen if you're ready, one, to show up and look at it, and then the other, if you're ready to have one right now. So breakthroughs happen here and right now. They don't happen 3 weeks from now. I mean, I think they can, but if you have a problem you need solved, you need that breakthrough right now. So interesting, right? Some people show up and they don't really want to talk about it, and some people just want to talk about it, but they don't really want to do anything about it. So the question really is, do you have the desire to change your experience? Because that's all we're talking about. And when you're running a business and something is going wrong, I would think you have the desire to change your experience. Do you want to talk about it, or do you actually want to do something about it? So, another thing I notice is sometimes these people show up on these calls and they're going to start telling me what they should be doing or how I should be talking them through it. And I'm like, wait a second. It's like, I've been working with 500 leaders over the last 15 years to fix this type of stuff, but you're telling me you're the expert? I mean, you don't go to a cancer doctor. See, I'm getting kind of fired up here. You don't go to a cancer doctor and tell them how they should treat your cancer, right? So that's a little bit like this. It's like, okay, so if you're the expert, why are you on the call with me? I mean, these people have to go through like 14 hoops to actually get on a call with me, but then they're going to show up and tell me how I should solve this. So, your way ain't working, so I'm not really sure how that's going to work. So, if you insist on doing it your way, that's also not going to get you that breakthrough, especially when you need somebody's help. So, for those folks, it really doesn't matter what I say. I could be like having the best idea since sliced bread and they wouldn't hear it because all they're busy with is justifying why they think what they think and why they're stuck where they're stuck. Because that's really what we're talking about, being stuck. And you need that breakthrough to unstick, right? So I really want you to see, I really want to see you have that breakthrough in your business. And really our mission is to help change the world one company soul at a time, because I know if I help one CEO, if I help one leader, that ripple effect of change affects hundreds, thousands of people with that one person. So that's our mission. And everybody has circumstances, reasons, conditions that keep them stuck. The question is just, do you let it define you? Everybody is stuck sometimes, but if you have to figure out what that reason, what that circumstance, what that excuse is that you're getting out over and over and over, and you let it define who you are, who your business is, and how you show up. So it's important you notice that. People talk about a situation. Most of the time they show up to these sessions, they're talking about this thing that's wrong, or that person that's doing wrong, or this other thing that's not going right. So they're talking about it. What they're not talking about is themselves. Like, what do you need to change in you so we can change this outcome? And that's the most important part. That you really look at, what do I have to change in me to have this breakthrough that can take my business and make it how I want it to be. So this is huge. So the question really is, do you want to change or do you want it to change? And that's where you might be stuck if that's what you're struggling with. So another way to look at that is, do you really want to feel better? And that's kind of like taking an aspirin and the headache goes away, or do you want to feel well? Do you want to feel like this, you're actually approaching this in a holistic way where it's not just taking care of the circumstances and the surface problems, but we're actually going to get to the root of the problem, and then we're going to do something about it. And this is not generally the place to be comfortable. Transformation doesn't usually happen in being comfortable. It doesn't happen from that comfy place on your couch. It happens from a place of trying something new, being coachable, being committed, and getting to it, making that decision. And decisiveness is one of those most important things. So first of all, you have to decide to have that breakthrough, and then you have to decide to do what it takes to fix whatever is not working, right? So the only thing that's really blocking you is your ability to believe what is possible. And I know a lot of times, if you've been struggling for a while, it's really hard to even connect with this can change. There is ways to do this. And I can be that leader who can facilitate that change. So we have to just really look at, are you just living with the discomfort because you think it's easier than the change that needs to happen so that you can really get to that outcome that you want to have? So again, do you want to get well? So I'm asking you, what are your reasons, explanations, and excuses that you're using right now to just not get that breakthrough, to just stay stuck in that place that and maybe it's really uncomfortable, but it's still more comfortable and less scary than that place of change, of transformation. So are you stuck in your reasons, explanations, and excuses? Breakthrough begins where excuses end. You might have heard that before, but I just want to say it again. So where in your business do you need a breakthrough? So if you do, the best time to schedule a call with me is right now. And then you got to get ready and bring your own breakthrough. I can help you facilitate that breakthrough, but you got to bring the willingness, the openness, and the desire to change things and change them now. So this is bring your own breakthrough session. So as always, the same thing that got you here is not going to be the thing that gets you to that next level. If you really want to find out more, you can go to bulletproofstartups.com and check out the training, and it will let you get on a call with me so we can really look at where do you need your breakthrough in your business and how can we get there. Anyway, I hope you're having a fantastic week, and I'll see you next time.